Welcome to the PhotoStory tutorial. PhotoStory, it's a product, it's a free product you can download from Microsoft.com for Windows machines. And it's a good program for creating fairly straightforward multimedia productions that include pictures, music, narration, and text. So I'm going to open it up. In our labs, you can find it under All Programs, PhotoStory 3 for Windows. And since we're starting a new file, I'm going to keep it on Begin a New Story. Click Next. This step is import and arrange your picture. So before you've even started your project, hopefully you've collected all your resources that you want to use. So your pictures and your music, and I've done that. So I'm going to click on Import Pictures, and I've collected my resources into this folder called Downloads. So I am going to grab those pictures, click OK, and the timeline here, I can rearrange the order of the pictures by dragging and dropping them. I can actually do some basic editing of these pictures. So I can do color correction, fix red eyes, I can rotate. If I go into edit, you see I have some more options here. I can actually crop a picture if that's appropriate, and I can add effects if that will help you tell your story. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to do this. It says remove black borders. This will be useful. Actually, not just useful, but it'll make your production better if you remove your black border. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to say yes to all because this is the after box. Good, so it's done it. And I can go to the next step now by clicking next. And at this point, and perhaps I should have done it earlier, but I'm going to save this project. And you should make sure that you save your project as you go. Simply click the button and save your story, but just don't save your story in the first place that PhotoStory suggests. Make sure you save it on the network. That way you can continue your project on any computer. So you can save it in your own home folder or perhaps in group W. I think I created a folder in AH called Sample Photo Story, and I'm going to call this Mr. Z. I'm going to click Save. That's saved. At this step, we can put text on top of an image. So if I choose a picture, I can type the text. So why don't I say something like party time? Although this picture isn't necessarily the best for text. Maybe I'll choose this one instead. These are the Bates boys. So I'm going to say the Bates boys. Now I don't necessarily want it to be in the middle of the picture, so I can click on this button. That'll move the text up. I can change the size of the font and the font. Why don't I make it slightly bigger? I'm going to change it to white. And why don't I try that font? See what it looks like. The Bates Boys. All right, there we go. And I'm going to click Save Project. And it's already there. Click Save. Replace, Share. I'm going to go to the next step. This stage says narrate your pictures and customize motion. You can do several neat things at this stage. You can provide some narration on top of particular slides. But before we do that, let's go into customize motion. With customize motion, you can change the duration of each picture, how long it stays up in your story. By default, it's 5 seconds. But if I click on this button, I can change that. All right, so now we change it from 5 to 7 seconds. We can also add transitions. So we can just drag it in, and that'll give a transition to that picture. You have a wide variety of transitions here. You can also slow down the transition or speed it up down here. All right, I'm going to click Save and Close.